Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be doing Pokemon Team Builder, doing Unbound Hoopa. We'll nickname this guy Legend. This Pokemon is really good as it can be both a physical or a special hitter. He does take special hits really well. We're going to go with, I'm going to go with the Citrus Berry, to be honest with you, because I want to take advantage of the Magician. And I'm also deciding to build a Trick Room Hoopa. I tried this, what was it? A Solvet, but you don't even need, there's no point to make a Solvet unless you want to make it a Super Sponge. Leftovers is nice, but I really want to take advantage of everything you can with this, with its Magician ability. So we're going to go Knockoff, and we're going to get Trick Room. So obviously those are going to be our moves. I think we're going to leave the 2 move blank, to be honest with you guys. And the reason for that will be is Hoopa get access to all the elemental punches. So if he has access to that, basically depending on how our team building is looking, we can make this Hoopa be able to sweep and be able to cover whatever our weaknesses are. And if not, we'll probably go for like kind of standard physical Hoopa build, which is Knockoff, Zen Headbutt, and Drain Punch, which all are super great moves. Let's kind of go into its stats and kind of mess with those. Oh, they already do negative IVs when you do Trick Room on a Pokemon. We'll just go super negative on his speed. We're going to go max attack, and the reason we want max attack is so this Hoopa can, it can hit things pretty hard, and I don't think we're going to go power up punch. So yeah, just because we don't have reliable recovery. And with that, a little bit in defense so you can actually take the hit. With that, let's go into our next Pokemon, which we want another tank, and we want somebody who can do Trick Room. With Hoopa, we are going to go with Bronzor, one of the best Trick Room Pokemon in the game. I'm not sure if I want to go Levitate or Heat Proof, to be honest with you, but we're going to go Leftovers, obviously, so this Pokemon can really take out some Pokemon. We're going to give it, I'm pretty sure, Explosion, because Explosion is such a powerful move that whenever you do it, you are normally going to take out another Pokemon, so long as you plan it out well. What moves do you get, Bronzor? Because I'm actually not too familiar with you. We could do special. With special, Bronzor would actually look pretty good, but I'm kind of leaning towards physical just so I can take full advantage of that explosion and really hit something hard, hit a lot of things hard, hit stuff with a heavy damage explosion, which would always be nice. But let's kind of look at your IVs. So we'll go negative speed nature, and I think plus you got those stats pretty even, so we'll just add some stats into them, see how they look. Plus attack nature. I don't know if we're going to put any IVs into attack. Now, we're not going to put the full IVs into both defense, but we're just going to do a little bit. We're going to cut those ones in half, and we're going to go max health. So, max health with a good defense and specialty with the 128 in both gives our Bronzor a 308 defense. So, it's actually looking pretty good. For our other move, I'm thinking Toxic, so we can actually wear out a lot of Pokemon. That's kind of my idea. And Gyro Ball just for some easy damage, especially with Trick Room. So, Bronzor, we'll nickname you Ching, like a Bell. Bell Chinging's pretty funny. Let's go into our third Pokemon, which we want a Pokemon that can either use or not use Trick Room. So I'm thinking Mega Aggron, because Aggron has naturally low speed, so it cannot use Trick Room. Also, it got those speed boosting moves. So we may have this be our physical wall, and these are our 3 walls. Even though 2 of these walls can be used for offense, but One of them is special, one of them is physical, and one is a mix. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have you be like a tank, but with the Dragon Tail. But Ironhead, what's a good move you got for type coverage? You can't learn all the elemental punches, but they're all pretty good. Probably want you to be a really heavy hitter because that's probably going to be your job, is heavy hitting some stuff. And I'm trying to think how I want to use this guy, because in this team he can do a lot of either good or bad depending on how we use him. So with looking at this well, I'm kind of leaning at, we're going to use an Automodi and the attack. I'm thinking I'm liking the idea of superpower. Just go for raw damage with superpowers. At least that's what I'm thinking. And we'll just go auto. Where is it? Yeah, Automodi. So we'll go negative attack, max speed, because it doesn't make enough of a difference that we will be affected by our Trick Room on certain Pokemon, but some we will. But this way we can outspeed things if we immediately set up our Armor's. Now, I do like the Dragon Tail for forcing a switch, but I think I want to go Earthquake. I think I legitimately want to go Earthquake, because just let this guy have the ability to sweep. So yeah, we are going to go Earthquake. So yeah, like how this guy is looking. Definitely a good physical. Low speed, he will be able to, with a natural low speed, he can take advantage of Trick Room. With the Automogize, he can easily become a sweep. Now our next Gengar, I know this Pokemon is fast, and we will never, there are going to be a few times where we'll ever let him come up during Trick Room, but probably not very often. We'll give him Disable, because I've been liking what I've been seeing with a Disabled Gengar, especially if you can hit your opponent's, their Sweeper or their Scarf Pokemon. Disabled Gengar hurts so bad. I really like it, so I'll probably go Saddle Ball, obviously, for Stab. I'm trying to think what else would be a good move, because Gengar does get access to a lot of different moves. Probably just go for Sludge Wave. Just go for a normal Stab with Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball. And for our third move, I don't think I want to go for tight coverage. I think I may go for something interesting, because I'm going to be, at this moment, I think the Gengar is going to be Focus Sash, because that will give us the most advantage over Disable. So Pain Split Gengar actually sounds really legit. Play with low health and just let us Pain Split with a Focus Sash, because that's going to hurt. Go into our stats. We'll go max speed. Positive speed nature to make sure this thing outspeeds, because this is the Pokemon we want to be normally fast. And to give a little bit in health. I don't think it will make much of a difference, but do normal. What would be a good name for you? Nightmare. That's one of my favorite names for Gengar. Our next Pokemon is going to be Entei. I'm thinking I'm going to give him Choice Scarf. Definitely Choice Scarf, so we'll have something to play with, and it should be pretty effective. So we'll do E-Speed. Obviously, that's just heavy damage. Let's look at your moves real quick, because the priority E-Speed is going to be important in a lot of cases. Just kind of look at what type coverage you are, because I think you're going to be our type coverage Pokemon. And it will probably be weird, is we're going to be using a fire Pokemon as our type coverage. Those normally don't go well, but we'll see how this one works. I think it will be interesting. I think it's going to be really interesting to see a Choice Scarf Entei. So we'll go Sacred Fire. That attack just has heavy damage. Fortunately, I don't think you get Earthquake. If you got Earthquake, I think I would have been really happy. But I don't think you do. So we're just going to give you Stonas. Let's see, Stonas, Earthquake. What a good type coverage. We could go normal, do a Facade. With a Facade intake would actually be able to hurt a lot, but this is legitimately supposed to be our type coverage Pokemon, so I think we're going to do something to make sure he is a solid type coverage Pokemon. So probably, Ironhead. Ironhead, I looked at that and I like it. Yeah, we'll go Ironhead. Ironhead is at least some solid damage, and we can easily take some advantage with that. Max attack nature because we're going to, I don't know, we may go positive speed nature instead with the choice scarf, and I may play with the speed in a little bit and see what I have to do to make sure this intake can outspeed like normal speed threats like Garchomp or something, because right now I know he'll outspeed a Garchomp, but we'll play with him. We'll play. For a good nickname, we'll nickname him Trouble. So yeah, that would be pretty good. On a side note, with the intake, I kind of want to mention you have to run the adamant nature when you're using Sacred Fire, and I would rather not give up Sacred Fire because that attack just hits with so much heavy stab damage, and he doesn't get too many. Flare Blitz would be nice, but he doesn't get access to Flare Blitz, I don't believe. If he did have access to Flare Blitz, I would have went Flare Blitz instead of Sacred Fire, possibly because of the burn is not really what I'm going for. I'm going for the raw damage. For our last Pokemon, we're going with the Spinner Fortress. Now, with free Steel Pokemon, I want to go for Heat Proof, to be honest. I know, unfortunately, Heat Proof does not negate the fire damage like it did in earlier games, which I really wish it would do that again because that would have been better. Now, cool as the Sturdy is going to be, I think I want to do Overcoat because if my opponent want to do Spore or Sleep Powder, I think I would really like to set up and have Fortress come in when they want to do Sleep Powder. Let them waste that turn by finding out that Spore doesn't work on my Fortress because of the Overcoat. I think I'm going to try that because the Sturdy may not. Now we do have 4 defensive, but 2 of those defensive Pokemon are supposed to be offensive as well. So obviously Rapid Spin with leftovers. We want this Pokemon to be able to get rid of the spikes. Stealth Rock would be what we'll set up because it's not a bad move to ever set up, to be honest. I normally like it. Now, what would be a good move? We'll probably go for Volt Switch for Switch Initiative. And I'm trying to think what else does Fortress have that's really good because I'm not really seeing anything. Yeah, we're going to go Pain Split as well. Now, Pain Split is because of the solid defense. I would like to put this Pokemon in on the opponent that is trying to stall me and just kind of like Pain Split and destroy their wall from the inside out with Fortress. That's at least my goal with this Fortress. Hit pretty heavy that way. We'll probably go max. Now I'm really not sure how I'm going to IV this guy. I'm just kind of playing with the numbers here, as you can see. There's no reason to give you anything in attack. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I think I like this. Kind of lets you work around with our other defensive walls, which is kind of what I'm comparing right now. Yeah, at least you're able to take a physical hit somewhat better than Ching, and that's going to be the important thing. I don't think I want to do anything in physical because you got the Volt Switch, so we'll go positive and special defense, let you deal with stuff a little bit better. And yeah, we're 240. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. at least we're messing with these numbers. These numbers are a little bit hard to mess with into the way we want them to. So I think this is my fortress. Yeah, this is my fortress. We'll do the drain punch. I don't see any teams we're super weak against with the drain punch, so I'm pretty sure we're just going to go with Zen Headbutt. That's the team builder for this episode. Tell me what you guys think. We'll see how this does in the next free videos. So have yourselves a great day. See you guys again. Bye.